Got a 3-game series in front of us. We have a whole postseason in front of us. So let's give 5 reasons as to why you can believe in the Guardians this postseason. Drew, you're back. How about you kick us off here with number
I'm
5?
happy to be back. Sorry for missing last week. A little vacation planned in Myrtle Beach. But the first reason you can count on the Guardians, and I still believe in the Guardians, is Tito's kids. The average age of the Guardians roster is 26.4. I know a lot of people have seen this statistic. For those of you that haven't, that's the youngest in all of Major League Baseball. That's also younger than every AAA team, including their own, which is borderline impossible, kind of hard to believe, but it is the truth. The average age of the batters, 25.9. That's the youngest in baseball. The average age of the pitchers, 26.3. That's the youngest in baseball, too. You have to go all the way back to the 85 Mets still. You get a team that had this sort of talent that was this young in the postseason. And I think that's a good sign. The Yankees, they have the second oldest roster in baseball. Now, it's a good one. That doesn't mean that they're bad, but their batters, that they average age, they're 30.3. That is the oldest in baseball when you combine that with their pitchers, which are in the bottom half. But, you end up with the second oldest roster in the majors. And, I think that is a reason that we need to believe that this team can overcome this. They sort of like they don't know what they don't know yet. It's hard to make it to the postseason, and I think this team's going to play loose and free like they've done all year.
All right, Eric, let's go with number 4.
We'll continue on with that, and that's the lack of pressure that the Guardians are seeing right now against the Yankees, and hopefully down the road against a team like the Astros or the defending world champion Braves. They're not the big home run power hitting team that's expected to hit 4 or 5 games or 4 or 5 home runs a game. They don't have a guy on their team who was celebrated a hero's welcome for having the 7th most home runs in a season. That's 7th, not first, not second. That's 7. That's pretty ridiculous, but that's another topic for another day. The Guardians need to just play their game. Contact baseball. If they can hit a home run or two, Stephen Kwan hit a home run already today, which was incredible, but should not be expected. But, just make those timely plays on offense and defense. Jose Ramirez and Josh Naylor hooked up for a couple incredible plays on Saturday, and they don't maybe have to be that well, but make the routine plays, don't make the tough mistake, and that's going to keep them in those games. Obviously, now it comes down to pitching. They have solid starters, they have solid relievers, they have solid closers. If they can get a lead, a team like the Yankees, a team like the Astros, those power hitters, they're going to be stepping up the plate, trying to hit 2 to 3 run jacks every single time. I'm hoping, I've already seen a couple pop outs already and strikeouts as well. So, just kind of put the fear of doubt in their heads and, kind of live off of their lofty expectations and not yours.
All right, Drew, let's go with you with number 3.
The number 3 is ruthless aggression. Both these teams have excellent pitching. They're both in the top 5 in terms of ERA. Let's acknowledge that the Yankees do lead the league in home runs. They hit 1.5 over a home run and a half every single game, right? So you have to just acknowledge that the Yankees do have a good team here. What they don't have is ruthless aggression on the base paths. The Indians average 0.73 stolen bases per game. That's the 3rd highest rate in baseball. On the road, they average almost 1 stolen base per game when they play on the road. They're even more aggressive when they have the opposing crowd cheering on their pitcher. They have 5 guys in the top 30 in all of baseball. It's not just one player that they count on to be aggressive. Miles Straw leads the team with 22, but Jose Ramirez, Stephen Kwan, Andres Jimenez, they all have 20 home runs right behind him. Ahmed Rosario has 18. That's 5 people in the top 30 in all of baseball. There's 30 teams in baseball. The Guardians have 5 of the top 30 in terms of total stolen bases on the year, and they don't get caught a ton. Yes, they do lead the league in attempts, but they're third in stolen base percentage. And this is a team that does get on base. They're second in terms of singles per game. They're ahead of the Yankees in terms of doubles per game. It's just what you have to watch out for is the Yankees lead the league in home runs. If you can avoid that, you can beat them with ruthless aggression on the base path.
You might say that you can't see them on the base paths. All right, Eric, let's go for you for number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of touched a little bit previously, but looking at the arms, the pitchers, the arms race, however you want to word it, the Guardians, they have the bats that can do enough to get to the opposing bullpens. You've already seen tonight. I'm drawing a blank. The pitcher used to pitch for the Pirates was already at 60 pitches headed into the 5th inning. So, Garrett Cole, there we go. So I mean, being really patient at the plate and making them work extra harder is only going to help serve this team. On the flip side, you see the Guardians not only have their tremendous starters that don't really, they will go long distances. They can go up to 199 pitches. I think Bieber did on game 1, but we've seen on Saturday, it doesn't matter who's going out there. They're shutting them down. And I know the Yankees have a tremendous lineup, but Emmanuel Clase, a couple of the other closers, a couple of the long inning relievers. I really like where the staff's at, and I think they're going to have enough pitching to do it. I think they're going to get by on their offense, but I think the reason why they win these series is their arms. And every single starter, every single reliever, they're going to need every arm on board, I guess, but they can get it done.
All right, let's go on to number 1. I'll take us home here. And I've got the curse of Rocky Colavito. Is it time? We've given up on the name the Indians. We've switched over to the Guardians. You wonder, what have we done to the curse? Is it the as I almost say it, is it the Guardians' time to pull this one out? We go back to 2016. Cavs, Indians at that time. We're both going to, we're competing for titles. Are we going to see the same thing with the Cavs and the Guardians? It just might be time that we see this team pull it out in the World Series. But we will see. We're believing. We're looking for big things. We're looking for a win and many wins against the Yankees. Go Guardians.